Rain, no rain tonight.
Because?
No, sick. Can't say other words. You have to say sick now.
He's your like superstar.
Yeah.
What's going on with Jermaine? Is he thinking about through his options?
Yeah, I just think he's thinking through his options. You know, he's gonna have to have surgery. It looks like at some point, and he's got to figure out if he can get through it or not. So we're just gonna wait and see what he decides.
Do you have a recommendation for him?
No, not yet.
Has he given you a timetable when he's going to make a decision?
No. I think he's probably still going to look at a couple more doctors just to see, get other opinions.
If the cortisone shot
And I won't be one of them.
If the cortisone shot doesn't work, I mean, does that pretty much seal it?
Well, I don't know, Murph. Most likely. I mean, you can play with it. It's been done. But you can also have surgery on it. So I think he's just going to have to make a decision whether it works or not. There's going to be pain involved.
Is that a long-term recovery if he does go with the surgery, or he wouldn't be back at all?
You guys really think I'm a doctor, huh? This is getting crazy today. Yeah, I think it is. I'm assuming it is. It almost would have to be.
Doc, you've been around the game as a player and coach long enough to know this time of year there's...
Silly season.
Silly season,
Yeah.
exactly. How is your team handling this now? It's just beginning.
Well, you know, you guys are creating it, you know, so, I mean, what can you do? I think every team handles it differently, even when you have the same team each year, if you know what I'm saying. So, you know, it's going to continue for the next 2 weeks with us, with every team, and, you know, if I think it affects a guy or even affects a team, you'll talk about it. Sometimes you don't. I mean, it literally is, over the years, it's a day-to-day thing through that stretch. And there's no other way around it, you know. You're up front as much as you can be, you know, and that's all you can do.
Have you spoken to Rajon?
Yeah, we talked today about the Nets. Really, I didn't, no.
You haven't spoken about that other stuff?
No. You know, I mentioned it in jest that, you know, this is going to be what it is, but other than that, no.
What's your take on that, just the whole thing? So obviously
Well, here's my take on any of it. I don't mind any rumors that are true. I think I'm pretty upfront with you guys about it. I do get upset when they're not true, or, you know, in my opinion, sometimes news is created, and then people report on the news that they created. And when that happens, I'm not real happy with it. So in this case, and in the Gasol case, that's 2 already. This year I haven't been real happy with, because there was no truth to that. You know, the Gasol rumor was even crazier. Yeah, that was just ridiculous. I mean, I don't know where it came from. And so when that kind of stuff happens, it bothers you, because it's being created by somebody outside of your touch, and you can't do anything about it.
There's another one out there, KG going to Atlanta for Josh Smith. Have you heard that one?
Just now.
Yeah.
Honestly, just now. You just told me.
Okay. So that's one of those crazy ones we shouldn't.
Well, I'm going to put it like this. If this is the first time I've heard it, what do you think? Yeah.
In the case of the Roger thing, you got brought into it.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't seem to make you real happy. I heard it. I guess it hasn't made you real happy.
No, but, you know, listen, I get all that. They got to have some reason why we're doing it, you know. So, again, I wasn't unhappy about that part more than I was unhappy about the rumors, you know, the shopping rumors that we're not doing. You know, that bothered me more.
You've had issues with Rajon in the past.
I've had issues with Kevin.
That's good.
You know, it's not anything that's crazy. You know?
What I was getting to is, have you ever met a very good player in this league, whether you were a teammate or opponent or coach, that wasn't to some degree a pain in the butt?
Listen, me and Mike Fratello, I was a great player. Me and Mike Fratello have a terrific... that's true. So, no, I'm joking. No, I think it's all degrees, Steve. I think it's, honestly, for you, and I'm not saying you, but for everyone outside of a locker room, it's easy to think it's the same. Everybody has issues. Some issues are harder, some are not. But it's called, to me, human relationships. And if it's worth anything, you're probably going to have some issues sometimes. It's never going to just be vanilla. That would be nice. You know, I would probably sleep more. but that's never going to happen in any place.
It just seemed like all the really, really good players have had some issues, you know, with it. Like even John Havlicek was.
John Havlicek is a saint. Are you kidding me?
You know, but Tommy will tell you he was like very precise about
well,
everything.
Well, no, I mean, I think and most of the time, in my opinion, it's more exaggerated outside the locker room than it is in the locker room. You know, guys deal with it, and sometimes it's not. It's the other way around. So, but yeah, I just think it's part of this process.
Are you concerned with how Rajon will handle it?
I'm not. I'm really not. The only thing I mean, if it does anything, let's hope he gets angry. That would be terrific. But I don't think so. I think it's happened too much. Each kind of him and like Ray 2 years in a row too. I think those two in particular, they're pretty much, you know, it's silly season. They have to deal with it.
Would you just like to see the trade deadline come and go to get over this?
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, we have 2 weeks of it, so I don't even know the deadline, the 15th. I'm sure you guys know. I mean, it is what it is. The problem is, in this year, in my opinion, is that the games mean so much more now. You have 2 weeks to go through this stuff. And it's not just us. We played the Lakers, I think, and doing that same period, and they have to deal with it. From a coaching standpoint, you're trying to get your guys ready to play a game, and then they're answering all this stuff. And, you know, in the past, it's been 3 or 4 games in that stretch. You know, this year's probably 8 or 9 games in that stretch, and, you know, your season can change in this. So that's what I think all of us, at least coaching-wise, we're a little more, you know, aggressive in trying to heat this off. Yeah, I think that's wonderful. Me and Avery talked a long time about it last night. I think there still is a very good chance for Gerald Green. You know, he was just so young when he was here, and you know, you just hope that he's skilled. You know, I think people just look at Gerald and they saw this freak athlete that won the dunk contest. Gerald can make shots. He can really shoot the basketball. You know, he just hadn't been taught how to play basketball. You know, and he's a gift. So I'm just hoping the maturity, you know, I hope it works out for him. It would be a terrific story. I would probably be one of the happier guys because he's not a bad kid. He's never been a bad kid. He just needed some direction. And, you know, some of you got to go through hard times sometimes to make it. And I'm really hoping that he makes it.
The little tape you've seen of him now, do you see a difference in?
Yeah, I mean, he's just more mature. You can see it in his play. You know, Avery was telling me how much he watches film now. You know, he's studying the game. And, you know, sometimes when you're young, you don't think, what the hell I need to study Kobe Bryant for? I'm better than him. You know, and I mean, he never said that, but I'm just saying that's how they think. And Kobe is sitting there watching him on film. You know, that's the difference, that the stars understand that it takes more work than just showing up to play. And that's been their little dirty secret. So it's good, though. I just really want him to do well.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.